Welcome into Falcon Field. It's game number 12 here in the Forest Acres Classic and the final one here on day 3. If you're just joining me, I'm going to apologize in advance. I am going to lose my voice sometime in this game after what we were able to just watch. If you had been joining me from the previous game, you will know we just saw the game of the tournament. Lexington and Miller, the defending 5A state champions here in South Carolina, one of the top 5 teams in Virginia. They went a full 7 of great baseball, pitcher's duel for the first 2/3 of it, and then all of a sudden the hits started coming toward the end. It was a 6-4 win for the Miller School, as it was basically back and forth all the way through, and my voice is now shot. So we're going to go to the nightcap here of AC Flora and Airport. Both of these teams looking to try to play tomorrow. However, for AC Flora, there's a bit more at stake than Airport. Flora with a win will punch their ticket to the Forest Acres Classic Championship game, the game that they haven't been in over 2 years, I believe. Correct, Jeff? I'm not sure when the last time they were.
That kind of hurts.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, it's the truth, as much as I hate to say it.
Yeah, I guess we weren't the last.
It wasn't the last 2 years. I don't know about before that. I didn't.
Yeah, we were, because there was this weird run rule thing with that was when
22.
Sal dang, that Westminster or whatever from Florida was here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had some run differential that put us ahead of Dutch Fork that year, I think. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, I think that was at least 2022. So, well, we'll wait for a second. Of course, I'll roll through starting lineups. But yeah, Falcons trying to get back to the championship game for the first time in over 2 years. Airport cannot make the championship game. They can make a Thursday game for the first time in a couple years as well. They have just missed it the last 2 years, and they're now looking to try to rebound and beat AC Flora. We'll be right back. National Anthem, and we'll roll through our starting lineups.
Oh, we can actually play this one.
Oh, yeah. That's why I've been playing it all weekend. So if not,
okay, excellent.
I guess all week. So if not, we have some problems.
Watch him bust out the Whitney Houston.
All right, we're good. All right, so again, voice and all shot. Here we go. Game number 12, the final game of day 3. Falcons, Eagles with a spot in tomorrow's championship / third place game on the line. River Bluff will be intently listening, waiting to see when they will play. Of course, they may actually decline it depending on what happens, Jeff, because of, they have a big series with Lexington coming up.
Oh, geez, that's a good point.
So I was wondering about that earlier, so we'll have to find out.
Center field, number 18, Charlie Scott.
All right.
Number 15,
I'll let Jim do the talking.
On the mound, number 22, Sam McCutcheon.
All right, yeah, we'll be right.
Number 28.
Yeah, let me play some background music.
Sounds good, yeah. I can talk then.
Yeah.
All right, let's go through our starting lineup real quick. Of course, the home Falcons are home this time. The only away game they had was on Monday against Hammond. Let's rock around the diamond for AC Flora. Leading off in center field, Charlie Scott. Batting second, DHing Zach Sneed. Third, apparently superstar hitter Rohan Bremer. He's playing first today. Cleanup duty is for Tyler Hernandez. He's in left. Dylan Hernandez batting fifth in right, behind the plate, coming off of a great day yesterday. Batting sixth, it's the third baseman Monty Lafitte. In seventh, batting seventh in right, it's Paul Choate. The 8-hole, it belongs to Jack Chetwood, the second baseman here today for AC Flora. And the shortstop, Joe Ray, is hitting ninth. On the bump, the puppet master, Sam McCutcheon, will make his Forest Acres Classic return here today. He was the one who got the Miller School last year in what became a thriller. Now we look at the airport side. Let's roll through the lineup. Leading off, the shortstop, Hunter Epps. Batting second, the second baseman, Braden Dunlap. Third, the third baseman, Bryce Gillette. Batting fourth, the cleanup hitting, Landon Jeffcoat will play first base. In the 6th hole, return to the lineup, Braden Gross is in left today. Catching tonight for Airport, batting 6th, Justin Saitler. Batting 7th in center field, Isaiah Clemens. In the 8 hole, Daniel Butts, the right fielder. And DHing tonight for the Eagles, Caden Hatfield. On the mound will be the younger of the Epps. We saw Hunter pitch in game number 1 for Airport. Now Cash Epps will get the ball here tonight for the Eagles, trying to punch their ticket to a game tomorrow. Of course, I meant to talk to Coach Howard about what was going to happen in this scenario. We will find out what River Bluff decides to do, if they even decide to play at all. You know, of course, that will be a talk later today and tomorrow.
Yeah, so it could be Airport or us.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what they'll do. I mean, I guess they'll probably let Airport play Lexington. That's probably a good idea, but you never know. I meant to ask Coach Howell before that. It only makes sense because Lexington and River Bluff have a series for the region next week.
Yeah.
You really don't want to show anything about that right now. And of course, you know, I have now, after seeing the teams for now 3 straight days, I have my pick, but I won't say it on air. I'm sure we can all talk about that as the season progresses. Oh, the Falcons in their home reds, Airport in their pinstripe all blues. The visiting Eagles trying to knock off AC Flora in what could be a preview of the state championship game in a month's time.
Who?
Well,
Yeah, no, I didn't even thought about that because they're lower state, aren't they?
they are lower state, we are upper state. Falcons have already locked up our region. Airport, if they haven't already, are very much on their way to do so.
I gotta turn this background music down.
Trust me, I did that already multiple times today.
Yeah.
I turned it down so low it stopped playing, and I was like, why? And I was like, I didn't even turn it down all the way. It just turned it down pretty far.
Yeah.
And it capped me early. Yeah, I've done a lot with ad reads today.
Yeah.
I do it all the time for the ad reads, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's good to have dramatic music behind the ad read.
Correct. I don't know if they call it dramatic music, but it's something.
Yeah.
Well, my Diamond Prospects favorite person ever has left, so meaning I have no more way to see. Yeah, he said he was going to leave after that game yesterday, and I was a little upset, but we're going to have to hope and pray I can now identify pitches without that. For the Puppet Master, it may be a little easier. His stuff is dangerous.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
here.
a huge differential between his fastball and his curve.
Correct. When Spark just throws a changeup and slider, and I get confused on all of them. Righty on righty, Puppet Master Sam McCutcheon dons the hill. Hunter Epps, the right-handed shortstop, leading it off here for the Eagles of Airport. Let's do it. Let's play 7. First pitch swung on and missed. Strike 1, foul tipped into the glove. Hunter Epps was 0 for 3 yesterday in the win against the Hammond School. Hammond and Airport went all 7, where Airport came behind, swung on and missed strike 2 on a huge breaking ball from McCutcheon. Airport came from behind in the 7th to walk off Hammond, which gives them a chance now to win this one. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Huge bender for Sam McCutcheon. The Puppet Master back at work. There's 1 away. Well, now it turns over to Braden Dunlap, the 2-hole in this lineup. He'll get into the left-handed box, and he'll face the right-handed Sam McCutcheon for the first time. The right-hander comes on the first pitch. Fastball wide, ball 1. McCutcheon has been lights out in his last 2 appearances. Only 1 earned run over 6 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts, 5 walks. The 1-0. Fastball called, strike 1, low in the zone. It's 1-1. The 1-1 curveball, just a tick outside against the lefty. It's 2-1. Well, Sam's making his 7th start of the season. He has a 3-1 record with a 1.75 ERA. 41 strikeouts, 18 walks for the hulking righty. 2-1 fastball is popped to the left side in foul territory. Lafitte, the third baseman, ranging over, but it will find the stands. Well, Dunlap now 2-2. The lefty at the dish has a 3.09 average over 55 at-bats. 8 RBIs, 10 strikeouts. He went for 2 yesterday. Looking to start hot here, but he takes strike 3, looking right down the middle. Back-to-back strikeouts from McCutcheon. There's 2 away.
That was amazing.
So you can hear how deadly that was when Jeff starts laughing. You know it's a good pitch.
It's just unfair.
Well, now it's Bryce Gillette, the USC Union commit. He went 2 for 3 at the dish yesterday, including his now team-high 6 doubles. Or 7, excuse me, I missed one. Righty on righty, first pitch stays upstairs, ball 1. Gillette also on top of this Eagle squad with a .415 average, 19 RBIs as well. The 1-0 curveball finds the zone in this right-handed showdown. It's 1-1. McCutcheon's breaking that out early. Airport trying to get used to it. 1-1. Called strike 2, another curveball on the outside edge. Gillette's watched both of them go by without moving his pink bat off his shoulder. He now falls behind 1-2. The right-hander comes home. It's a heater upstairs. Ball 2. McCutcheon, one of the talented juniors on this AC Flora team. He was one of the aces last year, as well as now one this year. The 2-2. Call, strike 3. Curveball dips into the zone. Unhittable. He strikes out the side. 2 of them looking, 1 swinging, and the goon is fired up. Falcons keep him off the base pass. Zeros going to the bottom of the first.
Falcons, number 18.
We are back here at Falcon Field. It was 3 up, 3 down for Sam McCutcheon, all via the Bender strikeout. Now the Falcons will come up here in the bottom of the first, looking to punch their ticket to a battle with Miller here at Falcon Field tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Righty on righty, it's Kashyap's on the bump. First pitch off speed away, ball 1. Charlie Scott digging in to face him. As he started the Forest Acres Classic with the homer, he doesn't there. The 1-0. Called strike 1, a fastball low as Epps working quickly. The young sophomore, his brother, of course, Hunter Epps, pitched on Monday. Cash now making his 7th start of the year. The 1-1. Called strike 2, off speed on the outside edge. I'm quickly learning that Cash Epps likes pitching fast. Working out of the stretch comes set, the 1-2. That one's chopped over to the shortstop. Hunter Epps, who on the backhand can't field it. A tough bounce that goes all the way to the corner. Charlie Scott's gonna try to dig for a second as it takes Gross a while to dig it out of the left field corner. That will be an error with some extra authority. The Falcons have a free leadoff base runner aboard. Goodness gracious, I told you, my voice is shot, I'm dead. We'll be better tomorrow.
You sound amazing.
I try. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate your.
I'll tell you what, my voice feels great.
Really? I wonder why.
I just don't know who any of the airport players are. Sorry. Can't help you.
You can help me talk about Zach Sneed, the left-handed Citadel commit, will step into the box. Runner on second, nobody gone. Pickoff back to second. Hunter Epps stuck behind Charlie Scott, however. Charlie just dives back safely, and now Seitler will come and talk.
Yeah, he had that, what was it, ankle injury 18 months ago? Oh, no, ACL 18 months ago? No, or 20, geez, no, 30 months ago?
It's been almost, it was not this past fall, but the previous fall.
The previous fall, yeah.
Was it ACL? I didn't tell, I remember it was like,
ankle.
It was some like leg injury.
But
Either way.
He looks fully back.
Well, you know, you never want to like talk about Zach in the way because I don't think last year was really fully healthy when he came back as the first pitch fastball's called strike one in the inside part of the plate. It felt like Zach was kind of missing something last year, only hit 167. He's back. He's hitting 370.
Yeah.
The 0-1. Change up high and away, ball one. The left-hander digs in, the right-hander on the bump. 1 in, 1 the count. Cash Epps fires. It's foul tipped back. It'll be 1-2. Well, Cash Epps, who's making his 7th start of the season, has a 1.26 ERA over 39 2/3 innings pitched. 25 strikeouts, 7 walks, and he pitched a complete game, 1 earned run against Gray Collegiate a couple weeks ago. The 1-2 is called, strike 3 on the outside edge. Sneed can't believe it, but it's good for out 1. It seems like the walk-up songs back to what they usually were. Rohan Bremer back to the dish, who I was talking to Ashley Powell today, and he's like, you were right. He's like, they really got to me. And I'm like, dude, it just snowballed. And I was like, well, Rohan is good. He's like, dude, I couldn't get him out. I'm like, don't worry, nobody could. First pitch, he smacks one of those shortstop. That's over Hunter Epps' head into left for a base knock. Get the windmill around third is Charlie Scott. Going to be a relay throw to the plate. The throw is in time. Gross to Epps to Seitler to gun down the first run of the game at home. There's 2 away. Well, Rohan does what Rohan does. Starts off strong, an aggressive send from Coach Howard around third. And a good relay throw for the Eagles, gunned down. Charlie Scott trying to go home. There's now 2 away for Tyler Hernandez. Just to add, though, that is now Rohan's 11th hit in his last 19 at-bats. He's at first, pickoff back to first. He's not in time. They thought they got him.
Yeah, throw was in time, tag wasn't.
Yeah, I think Epps is kind of saying my bags. I don't think Jeffcoat was ready for it, if you're asking me, which is kind of why he pointed to his chest saying my bad. Well, big lead at first this time, diving back safely. No doubt about that one. Now, Rohan's getting a pretty big lead, but he's very lengthy, so it's more of a dive rather than a slide back. First pitch to the left-handed Hernandez. Called strike 1, fastball on the upper half of the zone. Well, the Falcons have 1 hit. The Eagles accumulated an error, but it was helped out by a nice relay throw from Gross to Epps to Seitler. 1-2, that one's grounded over to the shortstop. Dunlap, he flips it over to second, and the side is retired. Airport guns down a runner at the plate to keep this game scoreless. We're gonna go to the top of the second right here in game number 12 of the Forest Acres Classic. And we're back here at Falcon Field. It's the top of the second inning. Sam McCutcheon returns to the bump after 3 up, 3 down his first go-around, all via the strikeout. 2 looking and 1 was swinging. Now it's the cleanup hitting Landon Jeffcoat. We'll have to deal with Sam McCutcheon. Righty on righty, top 2. McCutcheon fires. Fastball called, strike 1 on the outside edge. Been talking to Landon's dad recently, and he's been telling me that yesterday that Landon Jeffcoat trying to change his batting stance as the 0-1 changeup is called, strike 2 low in the zone. Jeffcoat's been trying to get back to hitting. We all know he can. Well, he knows he can. He's just trying to get back there. Last season, Jeffcoat hit .365. The 0-2. Fastball misses wide, ball 1. This season, Jeffcoat's not doing terrible. He's just hitting .234, which by his standards is not as good as last year. Or not what he's capable of, really. The 1-2. Bender, that's right back up the middle. Oh, Jeffcoat gets the Eagles going. A leadoff single here to begin the second. Well, Sam throws the curveball. Jeffcoat doesn't miss it. He stands out first. And now Braden Gross back up to the dish. Gross in his return to the lineup. The sophomore currently raking at the dish. .326 average, 9 RBIs, and 6 doubles. Righty on righty. Jeffcoat at first. Gross shows bunt, and he pulls it back as the curveball, I guess, missed up.
Huh? Like right down the middle?
That's what it looked like to me.
Huh.
Well, either way, it's 1-0, I guess. All right. Pickoff back to first. It's a low throw. I think that actually hits Jeffcoat. Bremer got saved as it was a shot. Looks like he's trying to shake it off as Sam whipped that back to first. That was maybe faster than any pitch he's thrown home. Seems like Jeffcoat's all right. Just took a stinger off, I think, the thigh. Everything looks to be all right, and he'll take his lead at first. Well, 1-0 the count after the fastball, I guess, missed up. Or the curveball, excuse me. The 1-0. That fastball swung on and missed. Strike 1 for McCutcheon. Gross is 2 for his last 7, an RBI and a strikeout. His airport team 4-1 in their last 5 games. Winners of 14 of their last 16. The 1-1 is swung on and missed via the bunt. Trying to push it down the first base line was Gross. Instead, it's 1-2. The 1-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. Changeup on the outside edge. That is now Sam's 4th strikeout of the game. Second one swinging. There's 1 gone here in the second.
Now batting number 16, Justin Seitler.
Justin Seitler, the catcher, will come up here, batting 6th here today. Moves down in the order after Gross returns to the lineup. Seitler was 0 for 4 yesterday with an RBI in their walk-off win against the Skyhawks. The right-hander digs in, McCutcheon goes, runner goes, called strike, I guess ball as the throw goes way into center field. Scott picks it up, and now Jeffcoat gonna be caught between second and third. Lafitte gets the throw down to second, not in time. Some questionable base running for Jeffcoat does not come back to bite him. He slowed up, and if Charlie Scott would have probably delivered that into second, Jeffcoat would have been a man without a paddle, trying to go upstream. Oh, was the pitch called a strike? Oh, maybe Jeffcoat just tweaked something going this third. That would be a lot worse than questionable base running. That would just be awful.
Yeah.
He got hit on the pickoff attempt back to first by McCutcheon earlier in the game. I thought he was going to go to third, be overly aggressive. I think he would have been gunned down by Charlie. It didn't look like he had much of a chance, but he was able to stop up, so looks to be all right. Maybe the stop tweaked something. Could have been, you know, anything. Well, I guess the pitch was it called a ball?
I think so.
Oh, I thought it was good. 1-0 the count, 1 gone. McCutcheon now will look. Jeffcoat back at second. The first run of the game now in scoring position for the Eagles. It's a stolen base for Jeffcoat, who now has his third of the season. The 1-0. Curveball called, strike one in the inner third. Falcons shifting slightly to the left. The 1-1 bender is foul tipped right back. It's 1-2. Well, the only problem with throwing the bender a lot here in the first inning is Airport can really start picking it up. You know, if you eventually see that pitch, I mean, if you can get the movement down, it's not terribly fast, meaning they can start swinging and hitting. That's what Jeffco did to lead off the inning. The 1-2. Fastball upstairs, right on cue. McCutcheon overthrows. It's 2-2. Of course, the Falcons starter has a 1.75 ERA. Now 45 strikeouts on the season compared to 18 walks. He leads the Falcons in both those categories. The 2-2 off speed's low and away to fill her up. 3-2, one gone. Runner at second here. When the top of the second, Isaiah Clemens awaits on deck. McCutcheon delivers the payoff. Curveball's fouled back. Seitler got a piece. We'll do it one more time. Seems like McCutcheon's best pitch has been that curveball. He's locating it pretty much whenever he wants. Better hitting by Seitler to get a piece of it. The payoff on the way. Fastball low. Seitler works the walk. There's 2 on, 1 out. Time is now called. Courtesy runner will come in. It'll be number 3, Charlie Jackson, replacing the catcher. Two on, 1 gone here for the center fielder, Isaiah Clemens.
Number 5, Isaiah Clemens.
Clemens comes in hitting .250, 14 RBIs. The junior has a 1-2 performance yesterday with 2 RBIs. He shows bunt. It's called strike one, fastball in the outside part of the zone. It's 0-1. Righty on righty 0-1. McCutcheon wheels and deals. Again, bunt, that was high. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 2. I think he did offer as well. It's 0-2, 1 gone. McCutcheon trying to work here through the second. He went 3 up, 3 down in the first. Now has allowed 2 of the first base runners in the inning to reach. The 0-2. Curveball missed a bit outside. Well, if you're going to call it a makeup call on the last one, there you go. It's now 1-2. Another pitch that looks pretty good to me. The right-hander will step off the mound, look back. Jeffco at second. Airport's looking for their first run of the game here. They were held scoreless for around about 5 full innings to Hammond yesterday before they finally broke through in the 6th. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He sped a heater by him on the outside edge. There's 2 away. Well, that's one pitch Sam's going to have if he wants to go long in this game, that fastball. Got to start locating it well against these hitters, and we'll have to see how this one works. It's at the big strike zone as Daniel Butts digs in. The hulking right fielder has 2 modes, strikeout or launching one. It's .235, has 2 homers and 3 doubles. He also has 21 strikeouts. Fastball up and away, ball 1. Sam kind of knows that was on him as Dylan seemed like he was telling him something. Righty on righty, 2 away. Runners at first and second here in the top of the first for the Eagles at Airport. McCutcheon fires the 1-0. Misses upstairs, ball 2, a fastball. And now Dylan Hernandez will come and talk to his starter. Yesterday we had a masterclass from Sparky Harrington, who, if you hear around the River Bluff players, will say that was one of the best pitchers they've ever seen. Now are a lot of people talking about how amazing Sparky was yesterday, and from what the River Bluff players were saying all around the ballpark today is they had no chance, even though, you know, they made it interesting late. The 2-0. That fastball's foul tipped back into Dylan. It'll be 2-1. Looked like maybe a changeup or a fastball. I'm not sure which one.
I was looking over to where the the speed clock was.
Glad you're helping out.
Yeah, it's not there.
Trust me, I learned that.
Just instinctively you look over.
Luckily with Sam, as I said, it makes it a little easier because I know Sam well enough to know what he's throwing.
Yeah.
Tomorrow it's going to be interesting. I need another speed clock. Will someone come? 2-1. Curveball, I can tell you what that is. Missed a tad inside. It's ball 3. Well, for the umpire was calling the curveball in Sam's favor back in the first. He hasn't really given him the benefit of the doubt here in the second. The 3-1. The right-hander throws a fastball right down Broadway, swung on and missed by Butts. So it's 3-2, 2 gone. Runners at first and second for the Eagles Airport, trying to strike first here in this game. Both runners will be in motion here. McCutcheon delivers the payoff. Fastball missed wide and low, ball 4. McCutcheon's second walk of the inning will bring up the bottom of the order. It's the 9-hole Caden Hatfield.
Number 11, Caden Hatfield.
Hatfield making his debut here in the Forest Acres Classic. Comes into today hitting .286 off of 21 at-bats in 7 RBIs as Coach Hallett will now come out and talk to McCutcheon. We'll be right back here on Definite Fiction. Well, here we go. Bases juiced, 2 gone. Top of the second. Airport looking to strike here against AC Flora. It's the 9-hole Caden Hatfield. First pitch, change up wide, ball 1. Well, McCutcheon, after going 3 up, 3 down, has allowed 2 walks and a hit here in the second. The right-hander comes home, the 1-0. Fastball wide, ball 2. The 2-0 from McCutcheon. Fastball called, strike 1 in the inner third. Big time pitch for Sam, gets himself back in the AB. The 2-1. Fastball foul tipped into the glove. It's 2-2. Hatfield falls behind. The young sophomore hasn't played in the last 5 games for the Eagles. He gets the nod here as a DH for Cash Epps. It's a 2-2 count, 2 gone, bases juiced. McCutcheon fires the pitch, swung on and missed, high heat. Gets a big time out. That'll leave him loaded for Airport. It's McCutcheon's 6th strikeout as the Falcons head to the bottom of the second scoreless right here on Definite Fiction. Welcome back here to Falcon Field. It's the bottom of the second. Falcons threatened an inning ago, but they had a runner gun down to the plate. Now it's 5-6-7 due up for AC Flora. Kashek delivers, it's wide. Ball one, righty on righty. Dylan Hernandez at the dish for AC Flora. The 1-0. Call, strike one, heater on the low part of the plate. The 1-1. Call, strike two, off speed, touches the outside part of the plate. Hernandez coming off of a great performance yesterday. He was 2 for 4 with a double and 2 RBIs. Time is now called. He could have easily had 5 if Ashley Powell had not robbed him of extra bases. I was talking to him this morning. I asked him, I said, how'd you catch that? Before that, the 1-2 is chopped to the right side, foul. I said, how'd you catch that? He's like, I honestly don't know, man. I just saw it and started running and it eventually fell in my glove.
Nice.
So I was like, dude, I was like, that would have cleared the bases. Like, I know. It's now 1-2. Time called yet again from Dylan. Dylan back in, 1-2. Epps delivers. That ball foul tipped right back into the net. Dylan was trying to hold a swing with a breaking ball, found the barrel. Well, Epps back in the first, gave up 1 hit and struck out 1 Falcon. He had some help from his defense, the Gross Epps-Seitler connection to gun down Charlie Scott trying to go home. It was partially because Charlie got held, kind of like had to hold up on the liner. The 1-2. Fastball low and away in the dirt, ball 2. Charlie is very fast. It was an aggressive send from Coach Hallett, and it was a good play from Airport. All of those things contributing to an out at home. The 2-2 is bounced towards head coach Casey Bradwell. He made a nice, I think it's actually one of his assistant coaches who actually makes a nice play. It's now 2-2. Coach Bradwell's probably somewhere on the far side, watching his defense. 2's on the way. That ball is slowly chopped to the left side. The third baseman, Gillette, waits back on it. He flips it across the diamond. There's 1 away. It was funny, Jeff. There was a game in Florence where our away booth is set up right in basically our team dugout. So all the coaches are like, are you on air? Because I can't curse when I'm right beside you. They'd be like, I can't. They're like, make sure, like, are you here today? Okay, sounds good. I'll have to go to the other side. It's pretty funny because they'll all be like, and then the players will love to know because they look at the TrackMan stuff. Because they can, like, see the miles per hour they're throwing. So, like, I'd have players come up and be like, what did you just throw? It's pretty cool.
Goodness.
Only in the Florence Flamingos. Righty on righty. 1 gone now for Monty Lafitte. The right-hander watches strike 1 paint the outside part of the plate. Bryce Gillette, that third baseman, made that high hopper look very easy. He's such a smooth fielder. He got the win yesterday in the start. The 0-1 was popped foul. It's now 0-2. Gillette yesterday on the hill went 7 innings, gave up 0 earned runs, allowed 6 hits, 3 Ks. He was awarded a win for his effort against Hammond, and me and Lou Bajak think that may have been the longest outing of his season. The 0-2. Fastball up and away. Ball 1. Good eye from Lafitte. Well, Monty comes in 4 of his last 14, a triple and an RBI. He's been one of the bats that has been really producing this season. The 1-2. That ball is lifted in the right center field. Coming on is Daniel Butts. It'll actually be the second baseman, Dunlap, who retreats all the way into shallow right center. Butts can't believe it. He kind of sits there. We're like, oh, okay, I'll let you have it. There's 2 away.
7 in the box for the Birds.
Well, now Paul Choate will come up for the first time today.
Paul Choate.
The senior was 0 for 3 last night. It feels like Paul has a great game, then follows it up with a 0 for 3 performance. He was 3 for 3, I believe, in the loss on Hammond, or around that. Breaking ball called strike 1 against the right-hander. The 0-1. Fastball away, ball 1. 1-1 the count.
So you're saying tonight's going to be an amazing night?
That's what I'm implying, yes.
Fantastic. Let's go.
Yeah, Choate was 1 for 1 with 2 walks. 3 for 3. The 1-1, that one's muscled over to the second baseman. Long run for Dunlap, and it drops into center field in front of Clemens. Right on cue, Paul Choke gets a 2-out base knock, and now it's Jack Chetwood up to the dish.
How did you know?
I do this for a living. I want to do this for a living. Well, now Jack Chetwood up for the first time today, and Jack had a great day at the dish. After a slowish start to the year, he went 2 for 3, his first multi-hit game of the season. Righty on, righty, 2 away. He shows bunt, trying to put it down to the right side. It's foul. I will say Airport is a very hard team to get a bunt hit on. This field is so solid. You know, I overheard Coach Hallett say, but this team's not going to beat you with, they're not going to let them, they're not going to let themselves beat themselves. They're going to make the plays in the field, minimal errors. They do what they can, and they have a great, solid infield. Going to be a tough out for AC Flora if they're hoping for the ball to be thrown around. The 0-1 slider hits the dirt. Nice stop there from Seitler to keep it from going to the backstop. It'll be 1-1, 2 gone. Bottom of the second here at Falcon Field. Falcons have a runner on first in a scoreless game. Epps fires, 1-1, low and away, ball 2. Two and one, pick off back at first. Choate slides back in safely. Choate 2 for 3 with stolen bags this season. He had 5 all of last year. Falcons will be aggressive here in this game. They're trying to make a championship game against the Miller School tomorrow. The 2-1 is slowly chopped to the right side. Dunlap, the second baseman, gets the high hop. Low throw to first is in time, and that'll do it. A 2-out base knock will not come to pass as Cash Epps threw 2 scoreless. It's 0-0 here at Falcon Field, going to 3. But before we go, Jeff, should we talk about our sponsors for the first time today?
Let's do this.
We're going to put some background music on and talk about our sponsors. Of course, sponsoring here tonight the AC Flora and the entire Forest Acres Classic this week, we have the Richland 215. They're an American Legion team that operates right here in Richland County. What Legion baseball is, it's free competitive baseball you can play in the summer instead of playing travel ball, which is a lot more money. What Legion does is it gets some of the best high school prospects in this state who has to offer, and they'll put them together in one kind of league in a way, kind of some just fun summer ball of all-stars. Go to hit that QR code today to sign up, and you can learn why to play American Legion. It's free, great competition. I know a lot of airport kids play Legion. Flora plays Legion. You should play Legion. Hit that QR code over there today. The other sponsor we have is the Big Red Box Dumpster Company. They're an all-inclusive dumpster company that will help you out whenever you need to throw away some waste. What they'll do, they'll bring a dumpster to you, you fill it up, and they'll send it away. How about that? Simple and easy. Go to www.bigredboxdumpstercompany.com or call 803-783-6834 to book your dumpster today.
Excellent work.
I tried.
All right. All right, we'll take a quick break.
Welcome back to Falcon Field. It is the final game of day 3, game 14 of 16 here in the Forest Acres Classic. So far, we're scoreless through 2 as McCutcheon comes back for the bump. He gets the top of the order for the second time, and that one's hammered to left field. Coming over Hernandez toward the line. He'll run it down and make a one-handed grab for out number 1. Epps put one down the left field line, and Hernandez able to catch up to it to take away extra bases.
Up next, number 1, Braden Dunlap.
Looks like off the bat it got a little more than it did. Nice job from Hernandez to run that one down near the left field line. Now there's one away as Dylan Hernandez and McCutcheon are talking about something. Seems like there have been a couple of mound visits here between Hernandez and McCutcheon early in this one. I guess they're trying to replace the ball.
Yeah, I didn't like that ball.
I didn't like it either. It almost went out. The left-handed Braden Dunlap comes up with one away. McCutcheon fires, swung on and missed. Changeup on the outside edge, strike one. The first three orders in the lineup due up here for Airport. All three struck out against Sam in the first. Dunlap will call time here. The young sophomore looking for his first hit of the day. He was 1 for 2 yesterday in the win against the Skyhawks. 0-1. Swung on and missed. Changeup low and away. Strike two. Sam seems to be locating that one well now. The 0-2. That one grounded the other way. The shortstop Joe Ray has to wait back on it. The long throw. The first is in time, and there's two away. The top two go down for a fly out on the ground out. Now it's Bryce Gillette. Gillette was one of those kids that watched the breaking ball go by and kind of looked like he's about to say, what am I supposed to do with that pitch? Now the USC Union commit will step back into the box with two away and nobody on. Righty here on the top of the third. McCutcheon will fire. Fastball's low, ball one. That was one of the first fastballs I've seen with that extra zip on it that Sam knowingly has. Seems like he's been maybe warming up, Jeff, if you will. The 1-0. Changeup stays in tight, ball two. On deck if it gets that far, it's Landon Jeffcoat. Was one of the, well, I guess one of one hits that Airport has accumulated. Infield for AC Flora, now shifting to the left. The second baseman, Chetwood, playing behind the second base bag. Joe Ray in the hole, the shortstop, and now will make Bryce Gillette call time. Well, these are two of the top teams in 4A. Again, a maybe 4A state championship preview down the line. The 2-0 is swung and popped foul back. It'll be 2-1 now. Coming into the day, the Airport Eagles were ranked number 5 in 4A by Diamond Prospects. AC Flora number 2. Prep Baseball had them pretty much switched. The 2-1. That bender's chopped over to the left side. Joe Ray's got it. The shortstop throws it across the diamond, and the side is retired. Well, just like in the first, Sam goes 3 up, 3 down through the top of the order. This time, all in play. It's scoreless going to the bottom of the third. We come back here on Definite Fiction. Welcome back here to Falcon Field. It's a scoreless ball game going to the bottom of the third here between Airport and AC Flora. A potential 4A state championship preview. Well, Cash Epps will get 9, 1 and 2 here in the Falcon order. Joe Ray leads off. The shortstop takes a fastball in the dirt. It's 1-0. Well, I incorrectly said earlier today that Lexington had the lowest ERA in the tournament as the one-and-oh is shot foul. It's now 1-1. Airport comes in today with a 1.95 ERA as a team. They only allow they just allow under 3 runs per game, 2.8 if you're doing the math. 1-1. Called strike 2 on the outside edge, a changeup. AC Flora, on the other hand, averages over 7 runs per game. Gonna be a battle.
Oh, scoring.
Yes.
I was trying to compute that we've given up 7 runs a game.
No.
Okay.
We give up around 3.5 runs per game.
Okay.
About to say that our pitching would be a little off if we give up over 7. 2-2 is line to the right side and foul. Goes out of play in a hurry. When Joe Ray came in for defense yesterday, he went 0 for 1 when his one plate appearance. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the season. 2-2. Slider stays wide, ball 3. 3-2, nobody gone, nobody on the base pass here to open up the bottom of the 3rd. Race set the table for the top of the order. The payoff, in the dirt, ball 4. Ray will underhand toss the bat back home as he'll take first, a leadoff walk for AC Flora.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 18, Charlie Scott.
So Charlie Scott, back to begin the game, reached off of an error on the shortstop Epps. It would have been a tough play for Epps. He would have had to make a long throw in the hole, but he just couldn't get the backhand, which then allowed Charlie Scott to go to second on the play. Righty on righty. Epps will start a second go around through the order, but before that, he tries to pick Joe Ray off to no avail. Ray has 1 stolen bag this season. Howlett will be aggressive here to try to pursuit of their first Forest Acres Classic championship since 2018. Another pickoff attempt, not even close. First pitch, call, strike 1 to Charlie on the outside edge. That must have hit the zone, then clipped out. Well, Cash has been locating his off-speed very well so far today. The sophomore having a good start to his season, as already said previously. Another pickoff to Joe Ray, not in time. And he's only allowed 7 earned runs now in 40-plus innings of work. He comes home the 0-1. Called, strike 2, changeup on the outside edge. Get Scott looking. Well, catches Scott looking, I guess. Not gets him. Not done yet. The 0-2. Charlie fights that one off on the outside edge. He flies one all the way to the ice.
Yes, he did.
Charlie comes in raking as well. He's now 8 for his last 21, but in those 8 hits, 2 homers, a triple, a double, and 7 RBIs. Another pickoff back at first as Joe Ray was getting a little farther off the bag than he had previously been. He'll dive back in safely to first. 0-2 the count, righty on righty. Nobody gone here in the bottom of the 3rd. Falcons trying to break this scoreless tie. They have a runner on first for the top of the order. And yet again, another pickoff attempt. Joe Ray dives back safely. There was a game earlier, I think it was the first game of the day between Lugoff and Hammond, where there was about a pickoff every other, honestly, multiple pickoffs between every pitch. The 0-2, fastball way wide. Charlie lays off, it's 1-2. Yeah, I like the pitch selection from Epps right there. You know, you've got Charlie on the outside pitch not once but twice, so potentially you may get him to expand the zone and swing at a pitch way out wide. Charlie's more disciplined than that. The 1-2 is sliced to the right side, out of play, foul. Again towards the ice, but this time it hits the back net. The 1-2, swung on and missed. Change up low, gets Scott. That's the second strikeout of the evening for Epps, and it's out number 1. Now the Citadel commit, Zach Sneed will step into the box. Zach went down looking on a pitch on the outside edge of the zone his first go around. Now the southpaw digs in with a man on first and 1 away. Epps fires. That ball's grounded up the middle, off of his glove and through the hole. Joe Ray will hold up at second. A one-out single for Zach Sneed. Plus runners at first and second for the most dangerous hitter in this Falcons order as of late. Well, Rohan has now had 2 homers in his last 19 at-bats. Rohan has smoked 11 of the last 19, had 12 RBIs in that span, 2 homers. That's all in his last 5 games. This sophomore has been absolutely demolishing baseballs. Righty on righty, 1 away. Epps fires and he pitches one in the dirt, gets away from Seitler. A good break from Joe Ray, and Zach doesn't really need a good break as he'll go to second. Now puts runners in scoring position here for the Falcons' leader in RBIs. Rohan would have had 29 if Charlie didn't get thrown out of the plate. Instead, he just has 28. That's still really good. Would you agree? No? Yes,
Yeah,
maybe?
yeah. I'm just wondering what are the chances of them just putting them on first.
Well, Tyler Hernandez waiting behind you.
Yeah, no.
The 1-0. Called strike 1,
What?
paid on the outside part of the plate.
No, he didn't.
Well, I guess Jeff will say it for me.
Oh, that was low and away. It's a good job of the catcher, but
1-1. No worry about that one. Way too far and away. It's ball 2.
I mean, at some point you gotta watch the ball and not just the glove, you know? Jeez.
I usually don't say that kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, that was an impressive pitch. That wasn't a strike.
Well. Cash Epps has been dealing as well on the mound in his last 2 appearances. 1 earned run over 14 innings pitched. Rohan chops that one the other way. Dunlap will have no play, but at first, it's an RBI ground out to open the scoring here. A 1-0 lead for AC Flora. Even when Rohan doesn't get on, he still hits. It's an RBI. He's now 29th of the season.
Now batting for the Falcons, number 21, Tyler Hernandez.
Well, now Tyler will dig in. Runner on third, 2 gone for him. The lefty trying to extend this lead. The right-hander comes home. The off-speed almost hits Tyler. Runs way in tight for ball 1. It's both Hernandez's back-to-back. Tyler hitting cleanup. Dylan on deck hitting 5th. The 1-0 swung on and missed. Heater upstairs. Strike 1. Tyler grounded into a fielder's choice his first go-around. Looking to give the Falcons some much-needed insurance early. 1-1, swung on and missed the changeup. It's 1-2. The right-hander deals the 1-2. Fastball inside, ball 2. Well, as I say pretty much every time I see Tyler Hernandez, he does not extend the zone often. 16 walks, including 1 yesterday in the win against the Gators. 2-2 count. Tyler lifts that one to shallow left field, coming on as Gross near the line. He overruns it. Looks like that ball just trailed back. There's no error because it wasn't touched. But Gross just overran it by about 10 feet.
Wow.
That was a pump up to the left field line. It'll go down as a hit. Tyler won't complain, but it's an RBI double now for Hernandez. That's just one of those where you go, what happened out there and left?
He had a long way to run. The ball was way up, so yeah, I don't know.
And Gross has been out of the lineup for the last couple of games. You wonder if some rust showed right there. Well, now the right-handed Dylan Hernandez steps in, runner on second with 2 away. First pitch is outside, ball 1 in this right-handed showdown. The 1-0, fastball way outside, ball 2. Epps all of a sudden, 2 earned runs given up now. 1 off of an RBI ground out, and then 1 off of one that could have ended the inning. Gross just overran it and left. The 2-0. Fastball low and away, ball 3. Hernandez way ahead, and Epps being careful with one of the best Falcons with runners in scoring position. Hernandez 7 for 22 this season. Tyler over at second, and now Kashefs will look him back. However, there's not even a close man within about 30 yards of him. Hunter Epps and Braden Dunlap both playing in the hole up the middle.
Yeah, pitcher's about as close to the second base as...
Yeah, honestly, he may have a better chance to run him down himself. The 3-0. Called strike one. Slider hits the outside part of the plate. Now on cue, of course, his brother will come. Just start making some noise, just to keep Tyler a little closer to the bag. You don't want him getting too big of a lead because he will come around third to try to score. The 3-1. That one's tapped straight right back to the pitcher. A high chopper. Cash Epps has it. He throws it across to first, and that will do it. However, the Falcons do strike an RBI ground out from Rohan Bremer, and what technically will go down as an RBI double for Tyler Hernandez. It's 2-0 in favor of AC Flora going to the fourth. We are back here at Falcon Field, set to begin the top of the fourth. The Falcons open the scoring in the bottom of the third with an RBI double from Tyler Hernandez and an RBI ground out for Rohan Bremer. Now Sam McCutcheon comes to the hill with a 2-run lead. He'll work the middle of the order. It's 4-5-6, but this is where he got into trouble back in the second. He allowed a leadoff single to Landon Jeffcoat back in the second. We'll see now if Sam can get him back to the dugout. First pitch in this right-handed showdown. Called strike one, changeup on the outside edge. The 0-1 curveball is called strike two, freezing Jeffcoat. Jeffcoat had come in a little slower. Now he's 4 for his last 16. He's trying to set the table here for an airport offense. The 0-2. Bender called strike three, freezing him. The puppet master back at work. There's one away here in the fourth.
How many strikeouts is that?
6.
6. Okay.
Well, he didn't. You know, the problem is he had 6 for the first. Or no, it's 7. Excuse me. He technically struck out the side in the second, just in the unconventional way.
So 7 out of 10 outs?
Okay. Yes. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove. It's strike one for Braden Gross. And Jeff and I were talking during the break. We were wondering if there was wind up in the up space. I mean, Jeff just saying it was just probably so high up, he probably lost it maybe. The 0-1. Called strike two on the outside edge. What?
Same pitch.
Oh, as the one that...
All right, yeah, it's even.
It's even. The 0-2. Bender misses upstairs, ball one.
Just a little high. That was about the same spot as the one that I complained about before.
Okay.
I'll complain about that one too.
You'll be fair-ish. 1-2. Fastball on the ground to short, and Joe Ray eats it up, throws it across the first. A high throw that will not get down. Bremer tried to reach behind for the tag, but it will be an error on Joe Ray, allowing a one-out base runner here for the Eagles. Well, again, this is when Sam got into trouble back in the second. Now it's Justin Seitler. Seitler walked his first go-around. Now the right-handed catcher will step into the box in the exact same situation. Runner on first, one away. Infield shading toward the left. Joe Ray playing in the hole. The shortstop doesn't have to move. 0-1 misses wide. Ball one. The 1-0. Change-up call, strike one on the outside edge. We got ones here with one gone. We're in the top of the fourth inning, excuse me. It's a 2-0 lead for AC Flora here as the Airport Eagles trying to break through Sam McCutcheon. Seitler at the dish, the 1-1. Bender called, strike two, finds the inside part of the zone. That curveball is being located very well by Sam today. And now Hernandez, time being called. Must have saw something. Another mound visit for Dylan Hernandez.
He's just going to tell him how good that curve looked.
Yeah, he's going to say, hey man, can you throw it again? That was fun
really
to catch.
It's really nice.
They return back to home. 1-2 the count, one gone. Runner at first after the error on Joe Ray. Pick off back to first. Gross dives back in. Maybe it was something about the first baseman that Hernandez saw. Maybe something saying he may go. Gross only has one stolen bag this season. He's yet to be thrown out trying to steal, but that is what happens when you only have one attempt. Pick off yet again. Not in time. Gross dives back safely. It'll be a tough cover for the Falcons up the middle. Looks like Joe Ray is playing pretty deep in the hole. Same with Jack Chetwood. Well, now they move more towards him. They'll make it a little easier of a cover, as Seitler will step out now. It's double play depth at the middle now after they shaded earlier. 1-2 the count, one gone. McCutcheon fires. That fastball is lined the other way. This could be trouble. It's down the right field line, but it hooks foul towards the end. That one started off pretty straight and then all of a sudden took a sharp right-hand turn. It'll hit well in foul territory and Seitler will have to come retrieve the bat. Seitler comes in, just 3 for his last 15. However, 6 RBIs, a pickoff to first is a good move. Not good enough to get Gross. That was the best pickoff move and throw you're gonna get from McCutcheon. Spun around on the dime, that throw was right where it needed to be. Gross just gets back in before the tag. Now calling time, Seitler again for the second time in this at-bat. It'll be a 1-2. McCutcheon fires, the curveball, swing on and miss. Puppet Master pulls the strings. His second strikeout of the inning is good for out number 2.
Up next, number 5.
McCutcheon up to 8 strikeouts. He'll get Isaiah Clemens, who went down swinging his first go-around. Righty on, righty, 2 away. Gross still at first. Pick off back at first. Gross dives back safely. With only 1 stolen bag, Gross doesn't seem like the stolen base threat. However, McCutcheon keeping a very close eye on him. He's not getting a terribly big lead either.
Plus, I've heard you say that before, and then Dylan Hernandez stole base.
That was a hit and run. Supposed to be. He missed. First pitch is bunted to the right side. Gonna go in foul territory. That was landed in fair territory, then trickled foul. Oh boy, what are you thinking about over there?
Nothing. I rewatched that whole sequence.
No, it was funny. We were.
Yeah, all the way to you having to apologize to his mom.
Oh gosh. I hope she took my apology. I have no idea. Oh, and 1 to count.
Knows.
1-0 the count, 2 outs. Top 4. McCutcheon fires. Fastball call. Strike 2 in the top half of the zone. You know, I don't know if you were listening, Jeff. The Miller and Lexington game, there was a bunt down the third base line. That was one of those like viral ones where it has so much top speed it spins back fair.
Yeah, yeah.
Blade had to come down and touch it in foul territory before it went fair.
Yes, I did see that.
The 0-2 runner goes. The curveball is swung on and missed. Strike 3 goes to the backstop. Hernandez retreats. The throw to first is across the bag, but in time. The 9th strikeout for Sam McCutcheon is good for the 3rd out. He strikes out the side. Only a base runner allowed was an error, and the Falcons still lead at 2-0. We're going to the bottom of the 4th right here on Definite Fiction. Welcome back here to Falcon Field. We're set to begin the bottom of the 4th inning. Kashefs returns to the hill. He'll get 6, 7, and 8. Leading it off, it's Monty Lafitte. Falcons have a 2-0 advantage, now trying to add to it here after they push 2 across in the bottom of the 3rd. First pitch is a slider that catches the top half of the zone. It's strike 1. Well, Airport comes in winners of 14 of the last 16. Falcons come in winners of 8 of their last 9. Something's got to give, and so far, AC Flores had the upper hand, but still a whole half a game left to go. The 0-1. Slider, he did go around. It's strike 2. That was away, but the right-hander pulled the trigger. Nothing in 2. His foul tip straight back, and we'll do it again. So far through the first now, what looks to be 14 batters. The Falcons have 4 hits. Airport doing a good job on the bump. They only allow opposing hitters to have a .219 average, but so far the Falcons are ahead of that trend. Right? It's close. 0-2. Last ball low, ball 1.
9 outs, 4 hits. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's 9 for 14.
Wait,
Or
4 for 13, right?
We have 14 hitters. So it's 9 for 14.
Oh, okay.
That one's popped to the right side of the infield. Coming in is Dunlap. The second baseman has room. Will make the play for out number 1.
All right,
You know.
forgot about people left on.
I mean, this is out. Monty's the 6th batter in the inning. It's not. He was batter number 15 of the game for AC Flora.
Yeah, but we have
We have 4
we
hits.
only had 9 outs.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Good point.
so like 2 walks
I
or
forgot about
something.
no, just 1 walk. Now it's 9 for 14. You're right. My bad. And now 9 for 14 still. Paul Choke gets hit. Or 3 for 14. Oh, right on cue. The right-hander reaches base for the 2nd time today. Who called that? Me.
Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah, you did. Sorry. I pointed out that you called it.
Correct.
That's all right.
And then I was like, hey, by the way, he went 0 for 3 yesterday. He usually has 1 good game and kind of a game, and he's on base for the 2nd time today. He's stretching out his back. It'll be Jack Chetwood back up here for AC Flora. He grounded out to end the 2nd inning, his first go around.
Yeah, two hits in the last game? Is that right?
last game. Yeah,
Check.
2 for 3.
Yeah. Good to see.
Yeah, very good to see. His on-base percentage near about 1/4 now. He's getting back to the old Jack Chetwood that we knew and loved last year. Righty on righty. Choate goes, the first pitch low and away, ball one. Sightler couldn't grab the grip, so Choate will kind of almost barrel in the second. You see him almost take a tumble? Kind of almost lost his, well, I think he was about to slide and then realized there was no throw.
Yeah.
Well, Paul Choate with a stolen bag. That looks to be his third of the season. The Falcons have a runner in scoring position now for Jack Chetwood. The 1-0. That ball is slowly chopped to the left side. Going to be a tough play for Gillette. The third baseman looks back. The runner, the low throw is not in time. He took too long. The extra half second he took to look back the runner at second comes back to bite him. It'll be an infield hit for Jack Chetwood. It was already a slow chopper. Gillette kind of ran Choate back to the bag.
And Jack's fast, so.
Yeah, it's not surprising he beat it out, but something that you don't expect one of the best third basemen in the state to do. Well, righty on righty, one down for Joe Ray. The bunter who pushes one to the right side. Gonna be a tough play. Jeffcoat fields it at first, and he'll just beat Ray to the bag for out 2. However, the sacrifice bunt does move runners into scoring position for the top of the order.
Yeah, nice bunt.
It almost worked really well because Jeffcoat immediately went to cover the bag and realized he had to go grab it. So, heads up play from Jeffcoat for out number 2. However, back to the top of the order we go. It's Charlie Scott. He's 0 for 2. He reached on the air back in the first and was gunned down at the plate and struck out swinging just an inning ago. He has 2 on and 2 out at second and third. The right-hander to the right-hander. Charlie grounds that one hard hit to Dunlap. He gloves it, throws it to first, and side retired. Well, after back-to-back singles with 1 out, the Falcons leave 2 on the base pass, as it's now a 2-0 lead going to 5, right here on Definite Fiction. Welcome back to Falcon Field. AC Flora has a 2-0 advantage over the Airport Eagles. McCutcheon is finding his stride as of late. And now he'll get the bottom half of the Airport order before it flips to the top. It's 8-1-9. Leading it off is Daniel Butts. First pitch hits Butts. Looks like a changeup on the inside that hit him around, I guess, on the arm. So leadoff hit by pitch for McCutcheon. He allows now his second base runner in this second go-around of the order. First one was not his fault. It was an error on Joe Ray, however this one will be. Well, time is called from the Airport side, as now the Falcons will do some shuffling here. Courtesy runner induced, so the Falcons will merry-go-round. Chetwood goes to third, Monty goes to short, and Joe Ray goes to second.
Courtesy runner at first base for Airport, number 21, Cooper Chavis.
Cooper Chavis will pitch run for Daniel Butts. So Cooper Chavis courtesy running, or I guess pitch running for Daniel Butts. Butts is in right field, so it's not a courtesy runner. And now the home plate umpire has to put his mask on, and now Caden Hatfield will step into the box. The right-hander struck out swinging his first go-around. He gets a runner on first here with nobody out in the top of the 5th. Pick off back at first. Chavis dives back in safely. Cooper Chavis has been used as a pitch runner multiple times this Forest Acres Classic. He stole a bag yesterday. Hatfield looking for bunt, he misses, but he pulls it back, and it is low for ball 1. Looks like Jetwood, this was done on purpose, as Jack Jetwood now playing third, was crashing in. McCutcheon pick off to first. Chavis dives back safely. Airport trying to generate some offense, have been held to 1 hit. Hatfield puts the bunny, pops it into the air towards the Falcon dugout, and actually goes in on a line. Catch made by Luke Schalkum. Unfortunately, he's not in the field of play. Or actually not Luke Schalkum. Couldn't tell who that was. It may have been actually Roper. There's someone in there. You know, it's hard to see when they're all facing one direction. 1 in, 1 the count now. Runner on first. Jetwood, the third baseman, creeping in. Hatfield shows bunny, puts it into the air to the right side. Hernandez can't locate it in time. He would have had to dive for it anyway. Instead, it's now strike 2. We have seen Hernandez lay out for a bunt before. He's made it successfully. We also saw a triple play here on Monday after Monty Lafitte slid for a bunt in foul territory. Hatfield couldn't lay either down. It's now in 1 and 2. We've seen multiple strategies try to be in place here at the Forest Acres Classic. Sometimes they'll pull it back and try to hit. Sometimes they'll bunt it for an out. You know, we'll see what Coach Bradwell puts in store here for his Eagles as the top of the order looms on deck. It's Hunter Epps, who just lost the bat out of the hand. Don't worry, Hunter, I got it. The 1-2, bunt by Hatfield. He puts it down. This one right in front. It stops right in its tracks, so it's going to be successful. A nice sacrifice bunt for out number 1. It'll now move Chavis into scoring position. There was so much topspin on that, Jeff. It kind of just sat right in front of the plate.
Yeah,
made it easy for Hernandez to throw down to first, but if that would have been any better, it would have been trouble. Well, now top of the order back up, it's Hunter Epps. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a long fly out to left, and another pitch calm malfunction, I believe, with Hernandez. We had something happen like this in the River Bluff and Hammond game. Banks Alexander had to go over and get help from Coach Bonnet. Now it's the same thing. Hernandez getting help from Coach Hallett. We'll be right back here. Don't mind me and Jeff. We're just talking about Clemson, Carolina here between pitches, but now the pitch comm is fixed, so Hunter Epps will come back to the plate for the 3rd time. The leadoff shortstop 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a deep fly out to left. He'll now look to put across the first runner of the game for Airport, who trails 2-0 here in the top of the 5th. Corners are in. Righty on righty. Hunter shows bunt. He fouls it back. It's 0-1. Well, with the offense being limited to 1 hit through now the first 4 1/3 inning, Coach Bradwell is resorting to try to bunt his runners over and potentially set the table here for Braden Dunlap and Bryce Gillette. Of course, Hunter Epps is so good, he may try to bunt for a hit. The 0-1, no bunt attempt. He watches the curveball stay in tight. It's ball 1.
It's so tight on the plate. There's a fine line between hit by pitch and a strike.
It's close. His arms are very close to being over the plate. That's a good point, Jeff. The 1-1. That fastball is swung on and missed on the outside edge. It's strike 2.
In fact, just watching there, his hands are definitely above the plate.
It's curious to see, though, if Sam would try to run a fastball inside, maybe get a pitch that you don't think's a strike, but since he's so far over the plate, it might be one. The 1-2 not made as the throw back to second, as Chavis will stand back in. He's not getting too big of a lead, but Sam wanted to make sure he doesn't try to steal third. Epps is a right-hander in the box, so it would be a tougher throw for Hernandez to wrap around him. However, we have seen a bunch of batters interferences this tournament. And now Hernandez will call time. Maybe something again with the pitch as he's looking over towards Coach Hallett. Everything seems to be all right, and he'll get back down. It's 1-2, 1 gone. 2-0 lead for AC Flora here in the top of the 5th. McCutcheon fires the 1-2. Skips in, Hernandez gloves it and has to chase it down. Of course, the winner of this game will be playing tomorrow. The Falcons, if they win, will get a date with the Miller School, who came back in the bottom of the 6th to win it against Lexington. If Airport wins, they would get Lexington, and River Bluff will get the Miller School. The loser will not be playing tomorrow unless River Bluff forfeits, which is possible. The 2-2, swung on and missed. Curveball for strike number 3. It's now strikeout number 10 for McCutcheon. Epps goes down swinging for the second time today, and now it's Braden Dunlap up with 1 on and 2 gone. The lefty has struck out looking and grounded out so far today. McCutcheon through his last 10 innings has only allowed 1 earned run, now 20 strikeouts through 10 2/3. The right-hander will kick and deal the first pitch. There's a curveball low, good eye from Dunlap, didn't miss by much. It's ball 1. It's so hard to read that, Jeff, because that just dips out of the zone so late.
Yeah.
You're almost surprised Dunlap didn't swing because it looks so good. The 1-0. That one softly grounded to the right side. The second baseman, Chetwood, rolls over into the hole. He makes the play to retire the side. Well, the leadoff hit by pitch is held at second. Airport still held to 1 hit as Sam McCutcheon is dialed in. We go to the bottom of the 5th with a 2-0 lead. Welcome back to Falcon Field. We're here at the bottom of the 5th, a 2-0 lead for AC Flora, as I just made my second run of the day.
GG.
Ooh, this is when the asthma really sucks, by the way. The right-handed Hunter Epps comes back to the hill. He gets the left-handed set of the commit. It's pop foul, 0-1.
We're at that point in the pitch counts for both pitchers where, pitchers do tend to get tired, and see what happens here.
The 0-1 is low. It's ball one. However, there's no work for either bullpen, it seems.
Yeah.
Whoa, I'm tired.
Yeah, you need to call to the bullpen?
I need to call the bullpen. Can I sub in? 1-1 runs in tight. Almost hitting Zach in the knee. It's 2-1. Yeah, you know like those commercials when you like the subs in?
Yeah.
Can I get like Brady to sub in right now?
Yeah.
Tom, doing anything tonight? 2-1. Called strike two. Change up on the inside part. Other than a little trouble that Epps got into in the third, he's been pretty solid tonight. The right-hander fires the 2-2. That swung on and carved to deep left field. Gross has got to read this time as he gets turned around near the warning track, and no, he drops it. I thought he stabbed it out of the air. They're going to rule that a hit. The second misplay and left from Gross.
What if he lost it in the light or something? It could have been lined up with those, but
Well, he got turned around. He may have lost it when he tried to change back directions.
Now batting for the Falcons, Rohan Bremer.
Well, they're going to rule it a hit, so it's technically a leadoff double for Zach Sneed. As now Rohan Bremer back up with a chance to do some more damage. He's technically 1 for 2 as a pickoff back to second. Zach had to scamper back. It looked like he got caught off guard.
Nice pickoff move.
You know, we were talking about it before the game. You were asking me about Cash Epps. I said he's not the fastest throwing guy, but he locates very well, technically sound, and he's only a sophomore.
Yeah, he's been really good tonight.
He has. He misses wide ball one against the right-handed Rohan Bremer. Also, you know who I saw in the bathroom just now?
Oh, yeah? Who?
One father of the starting pitch for AC Flora.
Oh, Jerry? Jerry Loggins?
Huh?
Grant's dad? No?
I said for our starting pitcher.
Father for the current starting pitcher.
Who's pitching tonight, Jeff?
So Jamie was in there.
Yes.
I got you.
Jeez.
I thought you said one former starting.
No, I said one father
pitcher.
of the starting pitcher.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
The 2-0 bounces in. It's ball three. As Cash being very wary of Rohan Bremer, and if you want to watch back yesterday's game, you'll know why. Bremer had a towering shot to center field off of Ashley Powell. Now the 3-0. Not even close, low and away. Bremer will take a walk, and he may start getting this treatment as of now. I mean, Evan Hankins came into the day barely being pitched to, and Bremer now gets 4 pitches that are not close to the zone. As Coach Bradwell will come out and talk to Cash Epps.
He just hit 76, yeah.
And on cue, Jeff, right to your credit. Now there's a call, there's a start working the bullpen. Caleb Hatfield gets moving. We'll be right back here as the music comes on.
Hernandez.
Welcome back here to Falcon Field. 2-on. Nobody gone for the cleanup, hitting Tyler Hernandez. Tyler, he is 1 for 2, grounding into a fielder's choice and an RBI double. The first pitch, he bunts to the left side, gonna be tough. Epps has the backhand field at the throw to first is way late. Dunlap took a while to come uncover. A bunt for a single loads him up here with nobody gone for Dylan Hernandez.
Fantastic placement on that.
That is great. Also, note that you missed, Jeff.
Yeah.
Harris Rivers coming in to pitch run for Tyler Hernandez. And now running for in second base is McLean Knight.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to get who it was, but I couldn't see who it was because he didn't turn. I just put McKnight on my score sheet. McLean Knight, one of the talented freshmen on this team. Harris Rivers at first for Tyler Hernandez. Coach Hallett with the bases loaded, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. With a couple runs that really could feel like a about 10-run inning with how this game's going. Even if we only push 2 across. He's putting his best runners on the base pass here for Dylan Hernandez. Righty on righty, Dylan looking for his first hit of the day. Fastball on the outside edge, call, strike one, and right when Epps needs it, he puts a beautiful fastball on the outside part of the plate. That's what he needs to do, though, of course. You don't want to give Dylan a pitch to drive. He almost put one out yesterday to right. The 0-1. Call, strike two, off speed again, outer edge. Well, of course, corners are in. Infield back at double play depth, so if it's up the middle, they're going to surrender the run. Bases juiced, nobody gone, bottom five, 2-0 lead for AC Flora. Hernandez chops that one slowly to Hunter Epps at short, He flips to third for the first out. So Hernandez does a job, puts one in play, runner scores, it's 3-0. Courtesy runner will be Roper Wensky over at first, who's out of the lineup again. Falcons now have runners at first and second with only one out. And again, that's all you can ask of Dylan. You know, he didn't try to do too much of it, didn't try to put it out too deep to swing and miss. He just put it to the left side of the infield. The shortstop, Epps' only play was at third. He could have thrown it to first, but it was a smart heads-up play to get the lead runner and McLean Knight trying to go to third.
Yeah, just needs to get a run in. Anything else is bonus.
Correct. Ready for Monty Lafitte, who shoots that one foul to the right side, out of play. It's 0-1. Harris Rivers running at second, Roper at first.
That cleared the ice.
Oh, I don't think did it pass over the ice at all is the question?
Yeah, it did, just the corner of it.
Okay.
Like not over the big net, but yeah.
I was like, I don't know. I was like, there's no shot it actually got back to the ice.
It sails to the right of the flagpole over there.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
The flagpole we look at for our lacrosse games.
Yes.
1-0, heaters high, gets out of the glove of Seitler, but not far enough for Harris to advance. Of course, Falcons, if they win here, would punch a ticket to a game tomorrow with the Miller School Bauer Marl. The Mavericks, who have been scorching hot, winners of, I believe, 9 in a row now. Trying to win their second straight Forest Acres Classic. The 1-1's grounded over to Epps at short. This could be two. Flip to second for one, on to first. 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. He makes it look so smooth. That ball didn't even come out of the glove. And that will end the threat. However, the Falcons do get one. It's 3-0 going to the sixth. Welcome back here to Falcon Field. A 3-0 lead for AC Flora. But it was an ending inning double play from Airport to keep them in this one. The Falcons really could have ballooned that lead up. However, some nice glove work from Bryce Gillette and Hunter Epps, more Hunter Epps than Gillette, as Bryce Gillette is up at the plate. Righty, first pitch from McCutcheon. Curveball, that one's lined in the right center field. Coming on is Paul Choate, and he will run it down in the gap for out number one. Couple of hard plays the Falcon defense has made look easy. To end last inning, a tough play in the hole that the second baseman Chetwood made look easy, and then right there, Paul Choate just ran a ball down in the gap. It's now the first out here in the sixth. Well, that brings up Landon Jeffcoat. Jeffcoat 1 for 2, struck out looking and has singled. McCutcheon fires, swung on and missed. Heater upstairs, strike one. You know, as I said last half inning, I said I was talking to his dad weirdly in the bathroom as my, you know, I have to make conventional bathroom runs with me being here for 12 plus hours as the 0-1 is low, ball one. And he's like, yeah, he's like, me and Sam listen to go back and listen to you. And I'm like, well, Sam, if you're listening to this, I hope I have one good call out of the 10 strikeouts you've had. The 1-0, swung on and missed, changeup on the inside part of the plate, strike two. And, you know, I was telling Jeff, you know, earlier, Sam didn't feel like he had the best command of his fastball. And as you pointed out as well, this changeup has really been his secondary pitch today. He's thrown that more than his fastball, the curve and the change. They've worked well together. The 1-2. Curveball misses just a tad low. Sam wanted it. It's 2-2 with one gone here against the right-handed cleanup hitter.
You did have a really good Puppet Master strikeout call earlier.
Good, I appreciate it. I'm glad you're listening half the time.
Sometimes.
Twos. Got him on the outside edge, froze him on ice with the heater. There's two away. The 11th strikeout of Sam McCutcheon. My tiny little box for strikeouts in the top right of my sheet has run out of the room. I'm currently in what would be the next pitcher's category.
Man, you're going to have to come up with a Sam form next time, you know?
Apparently, when the Sam McCutcheon's pitching, just combine the two.
Little extra.
First pitch, that one's a hot shot over the third base bag. That's in the left field corner for a base knock. Just foul?
Wow.
They ruled it foul?
I thought he hit the line. But he's closer than I am, but... I mean, clearly it was foul, but wow. That was really close.
You know what?
I need higher definition, to be honest.
You're lucky the stream got cut off for half a second by the
by the 10?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that didn't even hit the line. I think that was just fully fair.
Oh man.
You cannot tell as a Flora guy, you cannot tell me I'm unbiased. That was extra bases.
No, it was definitely foul.
Definitely foul.
But it was inside the line.
I think that was all the way good. 0-1 the count. McCutcheon will fire. Fastball upstairs, ball one. Well, Gross is up to the dish now for the third time. He reached onto the air, back in the fourth, struck out swinging. Trying to get the airport offense going here in the top of the sixth as McCutcheon deals. Change up upstairs, ball two. That may have been a makeup call. However, considering Gross may should be on second right now, maybe definitely foul, but maybe should be on second right now. There may be a bit more makeup calls in the future. The 2-1. That one definitely missed away, ball three. Got a couple River Bluff kids sitting in the front row, watching on to see if they'll be playing tomorrow. Of course, they may opt out considering Lexington and River Bluff will be playing next week for the region. The 3-1 swung on and missed, high heater. That'll fill the count up with two gone here in the top of the sixth. Sam looking for a 3-up, 3-down inning. The right-hander fires, the payoff. Hard hit to the ground on the left-hand side. Choke on the backhand. Throws it across the diamond. This one's on target, and that will retire the side. McCutcheon, through 6 scoreless innings, has only allowed 1 airport hit. We'll go to the bottom half of the sixth. You can add to this 3-0 lead. we head here to the bottom of the 6th inning, the Falcons lead it 3-0 over the Airport Eagles in game number 12 of the Forest Acres Classic. Falcons 3 outs away from punching their ticket to a game with Miller tomorrow at 1 o'clock. However, they're going to try to add to this 3-0 lead. It's Paul Choate who pops one to the right side. Going to be a tough play. All three converge, but it's the second baseman Dunlap who goes back into shallow right to make the grab for out number 1. As quickly as I say Paul Choate's name is how quickly he has to retreat back to the dugout. There's one away for Jack Chetwood, who's 1 for 2 here tonight. Other note, that was the first time Paul's gone back to the dugout being out. Yeah, Choate reached off a single and a hit by pitch. He was stranded both innings, though. Chetwood up. First time without Choate on base for him. He watches the pitch stay inside, ball 1. The 1-0. Called strike 1. Nice slider. Hits the heart of the zone. Falcon dugout trying to will their offense on. Epps throws, swung on and missed, strike 2. Low in the zone. The kids rallying on the Falcon dugout behind them. It's the kids who got that chant going last inning. The Falcon dugout playing along. The 1-2 slowly ground hit to the right side. The first baseman, Jeff Coate, has it.
Oh, dude, he's so casual getting there.
Hopefully he's all right. Looks like he is. Now there's some... Looks like there's some exchange between Jeff Coate and the Falcon dugout. It'll be 2 away.
I mean, he's just walking to cover the bag. Dude, just make the play and get out of the way.
Now batting for the Falcons, Joe Ray.
So now Joe Ray up the 3rd man in the inning. Joe is a fun 0 for 0 today with a sacrifice bunt and a walk. The right-hander comes to the plate and watches the outside pitch hit for strike 1. Looks like a curveball. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. Big time swing for strike 2. Looked like a changeup from Epps, who's trying to go a full 7 here. He's technically in line for the loss if it gets that far because he's allowed 3 earned runs. The only error in the game came back in the first, but he was picked up by his brother as it was a relay throw that gunned down Charlie Scott at home. The 0-2. That one softly into the right side. Jeff Coate will field it. Epps covers the throw to first in time. Side is retired. 3 up, 3 down. And now the Airport bats have to come alive. They've been held to 1 hit. However, it's going to be the bottom of the order, seeing if they can break through against AC Flora. There's a pitching change here for AC Flora, so we'll talk about our sponsors. It's one of the 215 members on the mound, as he'll replace Sam McCutcheon. Luke Shalcombe. Let's talk about the 215. They're a local Legion team and sponsoring the Forest Acres Classic right here on Definite Fiction. They're a Legion team that operates right here in the Midlands of South Carolina. What they do is they train kids in the summer. Well, allow kids to play for baseball in the summer, training them as well with some of the best coaches they have to offer. Former D1 athletes, former MLB players, former minor league players should play Legion. It's the most competitive baseball you can play in the state. It's ultra competitive, ultra fun, and it's free. Sign up, go to that QR code. Airport, you're in West Columbia, of course, Flora. You're in the 215 region. So scan that QR code on your screen today to go sign up and play Legion this summer with either your post. All right. Well, after the quick change, Sam McCutcheon's day is done. 6 innings pitched of scoreless baseball, only 1 hit allowed, and to cap it all off, 11 strikeouts for the Puppet Master. He now turns it over to the man who closed the game out last night, Luke Shalcombe. Luke will get 6, 7, 8 in the Airport order. The right-hander winds and deals the first pitch. Call, strike one. Off speed hits the outside part of the plate. The Goon, who was on there earlier this morning with me, talking with River Bluff and Hammond. He now dons the rubber, the 0-1. Fastball low, ball one. Shalcom is committed to Trinity College up in Connecticut. You know, he said he wanted to go up there just to play some ball, have some fun, and advance his career. The 1-1 bounces in, it's 2-1. Of course, Luke, no slouch. You know, I call him the Goon on the field. However, off the field in this classroom, he's actually in the all-academic team this tournament. The 2-1. That one's popped to the right side and foul out of play. It's going to be 2-2. Well, Shalcom is now making his 8th appearance this season. He started 2 games for AC Flora, boasting a 2-0 record, a 1.46 ERA with 14 1/3 innings pitched. He has 1 save on the season and 1 blown save. 2-2. Slider stays away, ball 3. Well, Seitler at the dish. He's walked and struck out so far this evening. He's trying to get on base. His Airport have not had many of those tonight. They're trailing 3-0. The payoff from Shalcom. That one's lined to the right side, down the right field line, and it will hook foul. We'll do it one more time. Looks like Seitler was fighting off what looked to be maybe a changeup. Well, it's Seitler, Clemens, Butts against McCutcheon. They had minimal success. Well, they reached base half the time. 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a hit by pitch. Now they get a much different pitcher in Luke Shalcom. The right-hander will kick and deal. The payoff. That one's lined right back up the middle. Charlie Scott comes in. He dives. Did he make the grab? Yes, he does. Charlie Scott yet again, robbing another hit, this time from Justin Seitler to start off the 7th.
It's so hard when it's hit right at you.
Yeah, I know. You kind of freeze for a second because you're like, that ball's coming at me. Then you realize quickly it's not. That's the second hit he's robbed. He robbed Maddox free of a 2-out single yesterday as well. That may help calm Shalcom down. And one of the things I asked Shalcom when he was on the air earlier, I said, you know, how does it feel as Isaiah Clemens digs in the first pitch, a fastball low for ball 1? I asked him, I said, Luke, what is it like knowing you have the defense behind you? And he said, look, he's like, we have a great defense. It really helps me to know, like, I can put a pitch in the zone and let my defense go to work. Fastball on the inside edge makes the count 1-1 now with 1 out, righty on righty.
Yeah, it is a great defense. And, like, so much versatility among the infielders. All play different positions.
Correct. The 1-1, fastball's low, ball 2. I mean, for goodness sakes, one of our everyday first baseman of last year is currently playing left field. Our infield's so good.
Yeah.
The 2-1. Fastball away, ball 3. Well, after Clemens, it's Butts, and then it's Hatfield. Then the lineup flips back over. If you're Luke Shalcom, I know Luke has worked in and out of trouble pretty much his whole Falcon career, but he really does not want to let the heart of the order come up for Airport. The 3-1. Swung on and missed. Big time breaking ball through the heart of the zone, and there's now a 3-2 count for the second straight batter, this time with 1 away. Clemens has struck out twice. Luke's got to go after him. He'll kick and deal. The payoff. Fastball away, ball 4, a 1-out walk. Now it's Daniel Butts.
Daniel Butts.
Butts has walked him and hit by a pitch today. However, the number you need to know if you're a Falcon fan is 2 homers. This kid can put one over the fence if needed. He's a sophomore with tremendous power, but he also has tremendous strikeout ability. I will commend Butts. I've said that pretty much every single day. I don't think I've seen him strike out but once in this tournament. Luke comes home, righty on righty. Change up upstairs, ball 1. Of course, Airport trying to come back. They would play Lexington tomorrow at 10 if they were able to win this one. The 1-0. Called, strike 1, breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. Flora needs 2 more outs to punch a ticket for a rematch with the Miller School, a thrower that went 11 innings last year. River Bluff also ready and waiting in case Airport wins. The 1-1 breaking ball misses wide, ball 2. If Airport were to win, it'd be River Bluff matching up with the Miller School of Albemarle, trying to win what would be another Forest Acres Classic. The 2-1. Swung on and missed. Fastball right down Broadway. It's 2-2. If River Bluff and Miller were to meet, that'd mean the last 6 years of the Forest Acres Classic winners would be in that game tomorrow.
We can't have that.
No, we can't. The 2-2. Swung on in, foul tipped into the glove. A changeup for strike 3. Shockham has his first punch out of his outing, and now the Falcons are 1 out away from that rematch with Miller. It's a pitch hitter here for the Airport Eagles. That is number 8 coming into the game for the first time today.
Now batting for the Eagles.
It's Sundiata Anderson.
Sundiata Anderson.
I've been saying Sundiata Anderson. It's Sundiata Anderson. Thank you, Coach Bradwell, for correcting me today. Usually I'm very open to name pronunciations, considering I do try very hard to get those right. Ready on ready. 2 away. The first pitch is high ball one. I know that maybe have sounded sarcastic. I promise it wasn't. I'm just really tired. It's my
You're open to name corrections?
Correct. If you have a name you
See
need
the
correct.
correct one?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you open to corrections to the wrong one?
No.
Okay, good.
1-0. That ball is popped into the infield on the right side. The second baseman, Chetwood, has it. And we will see you tomorrow against Miller. A combined 1-hit shutout. Luke Shockham and Sam McCutcheon do the job. Sam gets another win on his belt. That is his 5th. Or his 4th, excuse me. Luke gets his 2nd save of the year, only allowing 1 base runner off of a walk. The Falcons blank the Eagles 3-0. And now go to 14-5-1. Airport dropping to 16-5 for another year. They have unfortunately been unable to make the final day, but of course that would not have been true if we didn't change the format. They would be there from last year. Flora punches their ticket back to a chance to win the Forest Acres Classic, a tournament they have not won since 2018. Over the tall order for tomorrow, the talented Miller School lineup, including about 4 straight D1 commits.
Yes. I guess I'm gonna have to take the afternoon off from work tomorrow.
Gonna be a tough ask indeed. We'll have to wait and see who AC Flora has left to throw. You know, Shockham potentially could go tomorrow, but going today is really kind of an interesting one. Tyler potentially could go as well.
Scott.
Charlie?
Scott.
Oh, Scott Graham, correct. Oh yeah, Graham hasn't pitched this. You know, we used a couple relievers on Monday. I kind of forgot like who's still available and who's not. So yeah, Scott Graham could still go.
Yeah, Adger threw a little bit, and then who threw after Adger?
Monty.
Monty.
I knew Monty.
Monty probably pitched a little bit, right? He didn't throw too many?
He threw about 2 1/3. 2 2/3.
Yeah, so he could throw some.
I'd be kind of stretching him.
Yeah.
I would not expect to see Monty on the bump tomorrow. Well, we'll stay here. All academic and all tournament teams are about to be announced here for Flora and Airport. Flora will get one more though tomorrow.
Wait, didn't you already spoil the academic?
Yeah, well,
Sorry, it was good.
they were already. To be fair, they're
spoilers.
on like the dossier, so it's a
Okay.
yeah, it's kind of like they're
Yeah.
they're already like pre-announced, you know. So if you wanted to go look up right now, you could actually see who the whole all academic team was.
Dude, my B team all academic competition is gonna be really tough.
Oh gosh.
I get so many smart
I love
kids.
that.
on
This is what you
the-
look at,
the,
Jeff.
The lacrosse B team.
First
Oh, yeah.
Airport. All academic Justin Seitler. All tournament Bryce Gillette.
Yeah. I agree so far, by the way.
Okay, yeah. It's like Oscar picks or something. You're like, yeah, that's who I had on my ballot.
And now for the foul.
I helped pick the other 6, so I didn't pick these ones.
All
So.
academic Luke Shaw. And all tournament Carter Harrington.
Who's Carter? Is he related to Sparky?
Well, you know, you gotta say his government name over the air.
guess so.
Guys, it's been a great week of baseball. The City of Forest Acres and AC Flora would like to thank you for participating in this year's tournament. We'll see both of these teams tomorrow for Championship Day. First pitch.
Okay,
So it is confirmed. It is Airport and Lexington. River Bluff obviously going to decline the invitation because they have a important game in important 2 games next week against Lexington that will decide the region for that. So I will not see River Bluff. So good luck to all the River Bluff fans still listening at home.
And it's not just River. Like Lexington doesn't want to play them either. You know. Like
No. It's just River Bluff River Bluff seems to be the one declining the invitation, not Airport.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tomorrow morning, Airport, Lexington, game 15 of 16 before the ultimate game, the finish. AC Flora and Miller, who would have had it any other way, the rematch from an 11-inning affair last year that took me and Jeff 4 hours to get out of the ballpark. We'll see you there. Don't miss it.